Hi, this is Shannahlight. Welcome to the channel. And this is a pick a card reading. This is you and your partner. So we're going to take a look at your relationship. So this is for people who are married or in committed relationships. If this is not your case, this is probably not the reading for you, but don't worry because next week we'll have you and your crush. And if you have other ideas of, you versus someone else, like could be even a family member, could be a boss, could be, what would you prefer, right? You can give me these ideas and write in the comments below, and I will do it gladly, of course. Now, we have here three possibilities to choose from. We have here the crystal quartz heart. Actually, this is milky quartz heart. Then we have the rose quartz heart, and then we have the amethyst heart. So take your time to choose your pile or your heart, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading here with the milky quartz heart. So we put the heart here to the side. So this is how it's going to work. First of all, we're going to get a card for the overall energy of this relationship, and then we're going to see what you think, feel, and how you act towards your partner, and how your partner thinks, feels, and acts towards you. Now, this side here, the left side, will be you. This here will be your partner. Okay? Of course, if it's the way around for you, it's up to you to switch sides, but this is how I'm going to do it. This is your side, this side is of your partner. Okay? I think it brings more clarity. Now, let's start with the energy. What is the energy? So the basis, energy of this relationship. So let's get a card. We have a hidden gift, sadness and ending a new beginning. So for you, pile number 1, there is an end of some sort. Let's put it first here in the middle so you can see it. That's an end of some sort. And actually, we have bottom of the deck, we have transformation, creativity, wholeness. Something has to end or is ending right now in your relationship, like a phase is coming to an end. And this is quite important because it's giving way to something new, right? Could be within the relationship or even apart from one another. We have to see this and how it relates to you. But with this transformation at the bottom of the deck, so I think your relationship is transforming at the moment. And this is quite positive. It could be a bit painful, of course, but on the whole, I think this is really positive for you. Now, let's start with you. So you can even see if this is the energy. So how do you see your partner and your relationship? How do you see your partner and your relationship? So we have the Lovers. And let's get one more. And we have the Knight of Swords. So there is a decision here to be made. I think you love your partner very much, and you feel like, you see each other, or you see your partner as, you both being a unit. That's what I meant. And but there's some impatience here. It can be there are some quarrels. It can be that are some disagreements, or even like arguments. Could be because the Knight of Swords can be very impatient, or it could be things happen too quickly, or there's a decision here that has to be made. And you see this, although you see so much potential, although there are feelings there and so on, it's like you're not very patient right now with your partner, or you want things to go quicker. You want also your partner, maybe it's your partner that has to make a decision and you want this to be quicker. There's some patience here and there's a decision to be made. What I find interesting here, they're both wearing masks. You see that? I hope you can see it. She's wearing a black mask, he's wearing a white mask. So what I feel here, and because this is also Gemini, if I'm not mistaken, then I feel here this feeling of communication. You feel that the communication between you both, and swords stands also for communication, is not being honest, it's not being 100% honest. And this makes you a bit angry. But it could be that this lack of honesty, of complete honesty, because I don't really see you both lying to one another, but you're not being completely honest with the situation. And this makes you, again, a bit angry, a bit impatient. But let's see how your partner sees you. He or she got 3 cards. So we have here the 2 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Strength card. It seems to me that your partner has a lot on their plate right now. And here with the 2 of Wands, with the 2 of Pentacles, I mean. And he or she, they also see this as being a very volatile time, in the sense there are a lot of disagreements. There's a lot of power struggles as well. Also here the strength card. It's like power struggle. It's who is right and who is wrong and who wins. It's like you're not really seeing eye to eye. This person would also like to find balance. So your partner would also like to find balance, but they're finding it difficult to get that balance. Again, we have here, they also see you as their partner, but there are a lot of disagreements right now. And this person needs more time, even if it's like, because the 2 is always like making decisions. And this, your partner needs more time to make a certain decision. Could be also concerning money or property, but your partner needs more time. And it's a lot of struggle here. Let's see more here. On your end, how you see your partner. Yeah, you still believe there's always a way. You still believe that things can get better. You still believe that even if you cannot see it right now, things will get better in time. And you really want a new life. This could also be a decision about having children, or a transformation that has to do with pregnancy or having children. But you can see that this new life is possible, and this is what you want. You want to find a new way, a new solution, a creative solution. How your partner ever unfolding. Oh, that's beautiful. And a perfect memory. Yeah, I think your partner has a problem with change. And then we have here, bottom of the deck, wishful thinking. Your partner has a problem with change at the moment, because it's like our things used to be so perfect. Our life is perfect. Why do we have to change? Why? But they know there's always changing, but they have a bit of difficulty of letting go. And also here with the Pentacles energy, this is earth energy. So slow moving is a slow reaction to change. And they see here with the 5 of Wands and also the Strength that things are changing. And your partner is trying to keep up with change, to keep up with new demands or the development of life, but they're struggling. Your partner is struggling with change, but your partner is adapting, is trying to adapt at least. So, and how do you feel about your partner? How do you feel about your partner? We have Temperance. Let's get another card. These are too many. How do you feel about your partner? Pile number one, huh? We have justice. Again, finding, these are two cards of balancing things out. Justice and temperance, and they're major arcana. So there's healing here. And actually you find, because we have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you actually feel there's a reason to celebrate here. And you won't change. You're being really trying to be very patient with your partner, and you're trying to bring new balance. Interesting. Just let me get here immediately an oracle card, because I'm getting into a direction and I want to know first if I'm right. How does pile one feel towards their partner? Children, there you go. I think has something, for some of you, has something to do with children. Either you like to have children, or children, you, even if it's a previous engagement or a marriage, or it's from you both, but there's change here coming towards you. Yeah. And I think you're not seeing eye to eye when it comes to children. Can even be a legal matter here when it comes to children. But there, you want healing, and you are trying to be patient, and you're trying to solve this the best way possible. You're trying to be very diplomatic. You're trying to be very loving. Even if you're impatient, you're still very positive towards your partner. And let's go to their side of things. So how does your partner feel about you at this moment? Remember, this is just like a time. We have the Devil. We have again the Five of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So it's like, it's a big, again, it's like in their thoughts, it's very, very similar. So they feel a bit conflicted. It's like they're, and if it's really like the theme between you both is really children, right? This is like a blessing in disguise, and I think that's a hidden gift. That's what this card here was trying to tell us. There's a blessing in disguise, and there's new life coming in. So maybe you're getting another child, or you're getting your first child, and maybe it isn't expected. No one was expecting it. It could be a surprise for both of you. And although your partner is really happy about it, but very conflicted, your partner is afraid of, it's not afraid of commitment, I wouldn't put it that way, but the child is a lot of responsibility, and it's 20 years of your life that you give for your child, which is a beautiful thing, but you also have to be ready to do that. And your partner is asking him or herself, are they ready to take that step? Because this is a true commitment. I know I'm pointing to the Devil and calling it a true commitment, but it is. And he or she, they're afraid of being imprisoned, because it is a blessing. Having a child is a blessing, and they see it as such as well. But some of them don't know, because that's also one of the reasons we had here the Two of Pentacles. They don't know, how they can afford this, or if they have to give up a certain lifestyle, and it's a decision you cannot turn back from, usually, and thankfully. Okay, so they feel a bit conflicted, but they feel at the same time very blessed, which is nice, so it's not the end of the world. But you can see, even if, let's say that the theme of pile number one here is not children, or it has nothing to do with children whatsoever, then it could be here that you find like the reaction of your partners being somewhat childish, and that they are actually, you find that your partner is actually running away from responsibility, or running away from a commitment, or to make concrete decision. But they still feel very attracted to you, and they like, this is, with this card, is also like living in the moment. They want to live in the moment. And there's the flirt card here. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So maybe they had like a bad experience with their parents, a traumatic experience. So they're afraid of repeating their mistakes. And it could also be, you know, like, I'm getting a feeling, and I don't want to be unfair to your partner, but I'm getting a feeling like, you know, this eternal child, this eternal youngster, they have like this kind of energy. They want to be young forever. And then having a child is like they cannot go out as often, or they cannot do as much as they like to. Or, you know, or like, let's say your child is now old enough. If you already have a child, it probably, in one scenario, is your child is already old enough, you know, to be more independent. And now you got pregnant with a second child, and then the whole ordeal, so to say, in a positive way, is starting from the beginning, right? And they can go, oh no, now I was planning on traveling, or going out more, you know, going to cinemas and theaters and festivals and whatever. And now, you know, you're more again stuck at home taking care of your child, which is a beautiful thing. But it's like, you know, am I ready, you know, to do this? And they really want to take it, like, they want to be in the moment. They want to stay lighthearted and have fun. And they wanted to have it with you. So it's not that they're having it with other people, not at all. They want to share it with you, because this is how they feel about you. And they still find you very attractive. They're very attracted to you, and they want to have fun with you. They want to enjoy life with you, with all that it's what belongs to it, as part of it. They want to do that. So there's something here. It's not children, it's something else that requires a lot of commitment, that they're afraid of committing to. You know, they're still struggling a little bit. And then they start recalling the good old days. Oh, like this, we had it so easy and it was so fun, and they'd like to have it again. So they're a bit conflicted, but it's not a bad thing, because again, this is a transformation and it's a process. Transformations need a bit of time, but it's like, it's a blessing in disguise. And then they're just seeing the disguise right now, but they know that it's a blessing. I hope it makes sense. Now, what are your actions towards your partner? So how do you behave towards your partner? Oh, give me a second. So how do you behave? Oh, there's the first card. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. I want one more. And we have Temperance again. Yeah, and the Four of Wands was actually coming like this. You want commitment. You want your partner to commit fully, be it to you or to something you were planning, right? Could be children, could be buying a house, could be something that you've been planning for a long time, or you've been wishing for a long time, and you're being very patient. So you're trying not to aggravate your partner. You're trying not to. And but you want this commitment. You know, you're trying to be lighthearted. You're trying to please your partner and to use their language. So, you know, to ease them into this decision, and you're being very patient. And we're going to see after if it's going to work or not. And let's see. And you've seen the Hierophant. Yeah, you want commitment from your partner. Either, for instance, you've been living together for a long time and you want marriage because we had the Hierophant, and your partner is still very, very carefree. Just, oh, do I really want a family? Do I want this to be really steady? But how does your partner behave towards you? Have the first card. We have the Six of Wands. How does your partner behave towards you? We have the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Your partner your partner is actually showing you how fun life is. And we have bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. Your partner is very distracted with having fun, with being successful, being the life of the party, and showing, look how great life is, and it's changing for the better. And we could get. Your partner is also trying to tell you that they can change, they could change, or they can change, but they're actually too focused on having fun, too focused on enjoying the materialistic side of life. That's the first thing that arrived. It's to focus on themselves, on him or herself, on their career, on their on their free time, on their hobbies, and on getting ahead in life. They're very active and they're getting the most out of life, and they're trying to become very, very successful. But let's see. Now let's see, like, what you're gonna do towards your partner. Promise. I think you're reminding your partner that, of a promise. Like, remember the promise you made. I've just remembered this song from the 80s. And your partner chances, roll the dice. This love is here to take a chance. Playing for keeps is anyone's luck. But it came in reverse. So they're afraid to roll the dice. Like, again, they're still showing this fear of commitment. But bottom of the deck, we have the universe is keeping your love connection safe. So this message is for you. Do not be afraid. Everything will be fine. You're like, dreaming of this commitment, be it the marriage you've always dreamed of, be it the child, be it the family, or be it the dream house. It doesn't matter. You're still waiting for your partner to commit to it, for your partner to say yes to it. Maybe something that you've planned for a long time. You're being really patient. You really want this. But for many of you, it's not children, it's marriage. Funny that. And your partner is still hesitant to commit, right? But with no further ado, let's see what's going to happen. So what's going to happen next, right? This is not the end outcome, because there's no such thing as end outcome. It develops as it goes along. Okay, so but what's the next? What's going to happen next in your connection, in your relationship? Pile number 1. Universal heart. With universal heart, what I see here is both of you finding a way, finding a common ground, because there's love between you. There's real love between you, and you're finding a common ground. And we have bottom of the deck, even divine guidance. So you'll be guided. You will talk. There's a lot of blue here and purple. So there's like healing in the communication. So you will talk. You will find a common ground. You will find a compromise. You will find then the direction you want to go. But let's get another card here for what's going to happen next. Yet now from another deck. So it's going to happen next for the relationship of pile number 1. Okay. What's going to happen next? simplicity and change. Two cards came out. So yes, this transformation is going to take place. But here with this simplicity, I think for me it has to do with this temperance card. Easy does it, steady. Just go steady. Just go slowly, easy. You're easing your partner also into this change, and the change will happen, but needs patience, needs love, needs understanding. Not, because this picture here looks a lot like the Jesus image that we are used to. And so, and if we get into the energy of Jesus, then we also get into this tolerance, with this understanding, with this this pure love, and allowing things to unfold. Of course, there is some guidance here, and then we also have here, bottom of the deck, we have focus and stand still, wanted to show. But with stand still is for me this temperance energy again, saying, allow it to change, allow it to happen slowly, without forcing it, without pushing it, without pushing your agenda. And it has to be this fast, and I have to get married before I get 24, otherwise the world will end, kind of thing. That with the age was just an example. But things will get better. You just have to have patience. Really, pile number one, you and your partner are going in the right direction. Your partner sees you as something just wonderful in their lives. They're very, very in love with you, but there's something here that scares them for what reason, maybe something from the past, something with their parents, and they need some time to adapt to that change, to that new decision in both your lives. This is so beautiful. So pile number one, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. If you like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number two, this is your reading. And this is about you and your partner. So you chose here the Rosa Quartz heart. Now, what we're going to do is the following. I'm going to get a card for the overall energy of your connection. And then we're going to see what you think, feel, and how you act towards your partner. And then we're going to see the same about them, how they think, feel, and act towards you. And then we're getting a card for what's going to happen next. Okay, so let's start immediately. And this is your side, this is their side. Okay, if it flips, it's up to you to see how the energies are, but this is for me easier. Okay, now the overall energy, exactly. So let's get for pile number two, the overall energy for them and their partner, their connection. So, and let's continue. So the overall oh, this is beautiful. We have eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. So your connection seems to be quite happy. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. So you really understand each other. And you give out an image of being a really happy and successful couple. And either you are now in a very, very positive phase where things are really falling into place, or it soon will be so, and this energy is already in your aura. But here I have the feeling that there's some ups and downs, and there's been a development. So you've been growing together, and so you can reach to this wisdom as well, and to this knowledge. You know each other very well. You know how you both tick, so you can adapt to each other in a very, very positive way. So the first card is already really, really good. And it can also be here this, because this is very similar to the DNA strength, sorry, and that this is continuing on evolving. And even if there are like bad days or not so easy phases in your connection, it's still a very positive one, because again, you got each other's back, you respect and understand one another. That's quite interesting. That's beautiful. Now, how do you see your partner? How do you see your partner? Because we're starting with you. So you can immediately identify if this is your pile or not. How do you see your partner? So we have here the Magician, but it came out in reverse. Interesting. And I just saw the Two of Cups. How do you see your partner? Opa. We have the Ace of Cups, but kind of came in reverse, but I'll leave it like that still. And how do you see your partner, pile number 2? Oh, we have here the Ace of Wands. So this is quite interesting, because it's like something is changing here. I think there's like, with this Sun here, like I was saying, there may have been like difficult times in the past, but you kind of grew closer together through that. And what we see here, we see a lot of backs, right? We have the back of this Fountain Lady here from the Ace of Cups, and it was also in reverse. But somehow I decided to leave it like that. And here with the Magician also in reverse with the back to us. So what this tells me is like a time of indifference is coming to an end. This is really, you see like your partner through new eyes. Again, there was a time either you were separated for a time for whatever reason, or you're not seeing eye to eye. But now it's like this new life is coming in. This new life is here. And there's new hope in this relationship. There's new passion. There's you creating something together after a period of almost indifference, funnily enough. And it could be because the Magician is very like works a lot as well, or has this creative aura that has to do with work as well. So it could be that your partner was working a lot, not having enough time for you or for the family. And although the love was there and the will was there, but you felt or you thought that, okay, they cannot give what they like to give to the family, like their time and attention and love and caring and so on, because they were too busy doing something else. But now this is changing again. Like I was saying, there's new passion here for you both. How beautiful. But let me see here with the oracle cards for you. How do you see your partner? How do you see your partner? Yeah, again, waiting for a sign in reverse. So with you're not waiting anymore, then we have this card here, will you? So like I said, either you were in separation, you're not seeing eye to eye, something here. And here with the bottom of the deck, a perfect memory, it's like you're reviving a past. You're reviving like something beautiful you had in the past. And maybe like if you're married, you're considering on renewing the vows, or if you've been living together for a long time, then you're considering getting married. So there's a big change here for you, pile number 2. Wow. How does the partner of pile number 2 see them? How does the partner of pile number 2 see them? Okay. So we have here the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. Let us get one more. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Again, a lot of backs here. Interesting. Because it's the vice versa tarot, so you can see a lot of backs. Yeah, and we have here justice, bottom of the deck. Yeah, so it's the decision here and wanting to be fair. And there's a proposition, they see you as waiting for a proposition from them. And and you've being really, really patient, and you understanding that they really have a lot to do. They're really juggling maybe even two jobs, and they spend a lot of time away from home. We also have the ship here, and it's not easy for them, and sometimes they feel a bit alone, or they think they leave you alone too much, right? And they're not there for you enough, and it's like they have to really, I think they struggle is maybe too much, too hard, too harsh a word, but it's like they 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 really work a lot, and it's like they really want to make ends meet, but not only that, they want to give you the best relationship or the best life possible. And so sometimes they feel they feel like it's them against the world, right? And but somehow is at the same time, they feel you have their backs because you're very patient. You're really very patient for them. Because he of the turtle, see, and your partner knows that things are going really slowly, that this is really slow energy, but I have the feeling like they want you to know that you're doing their best. But let's see what the oracle cards have to say. We have the devil, wishful thinking. And healing the past. Yeah, exactly. There's this energy here that you both have to heal the past, and I just got happy ending here. So you're getting into a more positive phase, and they want this positive phase, but they're afraid. That's what. Okay, got it. They're afraid of repeating patterns. They're afraid that everything will come back again, like the devil, and they're afraid that you're just with them because you know them already, because they're the devil that you know, and they're afraid of that. And with this wishful thinking, let me get here a card. Yeah, this wishful thinking, you have endless possibilities. They're really like dreaming of better possibilities, of a better life, of and I think that's why they work so hard. They really want to give you something. Yeah. There are decisions here to be made. Also, let's see, before I continue here, because I see a bit of negativity from the part of your partner on the way they think is a bit negative, and also getting a vibe like they think they're not good enough as well. But I want to go into the feelings, to get like deeper. But first, let's go into your feelings. How do you feel about your partner, pile number 2? So those who chose pile number 2, how do they feel about their partner? We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the Chariot. I want to get another one. So how do they feel? And we have, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think for many of you, there was a separation, or even if there wasn't a physical separation, there was like an emotional separation, going different paths, or, not being on the same page emotionally, but you feel this changing, you feel this now moving forward and trying to get that new start going. That we have bottom of the deck, the Lovers. You're deciding for this relationship. You are really up for it. But let's see, how does your partner feel about you and about this connection. How does your partner feel? Partner of pile number 2, how do they feel? We have the Fool. So the Fool is new beginning. We have 7 of Pentacles. Well, and we got 2 more cards. Okay, we keep them. They want to talk to us. Ooh, we have 3 more cards. Okay, the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Page of... Yeah, so this again, this is new beginning. This is the passion reigniting. This is new, getting into new feelings, to new renewing renewing the vows, renewing the connection. But they know it takes time. It has to be done properly, and they have to be open. And I think they travel a lot, so but they want to be open, and maybe you should travel with them, something like that, if at all possible, because I think they travel because of work. And this time of anxiety, of being very worried, is coming to an end. They're feeling this love again. It's really like a new start and doing things right this time, the way they should be. But they're like still wondering or planning how to do it. This is the 2 of Wands, getting out there, but still planning, because she's looking outside, planning, dreaming, but it's still in this planning stage. But the good thing is here the worries are being subsided, and love is returning. Wow, this is really good. But let's continue. So how do you feel for your partner? That is the oracle cards. How do you feel for your partner? You're very much in love. That was obvious until now. And there's a certain codependency, but it's something also that you're getting out from. So this relationship is getting healthier and healthier. And how does your partner feel for you? Sorry, this card just flew away. Oh my God, is that beautiful? So beautiful. Reconciliation. But you got here, like, pay attention to the red flags. They have some worries, like we saw earlier. This is big. That's why I wanted these cards, to really get these worries. They have some worries that, okay, we're going to repeat the past, or you're just staying with them because you're used to them, because we're just so used to each other, and maybe getting back together or giving this another shot is just wishful thinking. But on the other hand, there are so many possibilities, and they feel, that this reconciliation is important, and there's the need to really have heart-to-heart conversations, because here we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. They know that. They actually know that. But there's a lot to be planned. There's a lot to be talked. They want something that has a strong foundation. It's like, this time round, let's do things right. Wow, it's wonderful energy here. Wow. So how do you act towards your partner? How do you behave towards them? How do you act? You got 2 cards. We have the Hierophant and we have the Ace of Cups. So you make it really clear to your partner that you want commitment and you want to start anew. And with the Death card, you want to transform this situation. You see, you want to dare to cross the bridge, to mend bridges. You want to cross the bridge. Yeah. And you're not afraid to work for it, to work for your 10 of Cups. So you make it quite clear to your partner what you want. You're very committed, and you're very committed to healing yourself and healing also your partner and the relationship at the end of the day, right? So how does your partner behave towards you? Whoa, they just flow away. We have Strength. Oh, and we have the Empress. Oh, so yes, and we have bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. They're very happy. They're really very happy about this reconciliation, or about, you seeing eye to eye, things getting better, this renewed energy. But it can be that they don't really show it, not the same way you do here with the Strength card. And that's why you're not sure about them at this moment. That's why we're watching this reading, which is understandable. But and they treat you really like an empress. They have a lot of respect for you, and a lot of love, affection. It's endearing. I'm getting this feeling of endearing, tenderness, endearment. It's something very, very loving, very soft. But it can be that they are a bit not uptight, reserved. They're not like, like showering you with flowers or roses or whatever. Because they're a bit afraid of getting ahead of themselves and then again repeating those mistakes. But they are willing to fight for it, like we saw earlier. They're willing to do this right. It's like with the blessing of the Great Mother. This is what I'm getting. So what will you do next? Pile number 2. What will you do next? What will you do? And I think your partner wants... you're going to protect yourself, because you're really afraid that, of being hurt again. But he says it's a new chapter to your book of love. It's calling you for a fresh start. Yes, but you're afraid of getting hurt. You're really afraid. So you're kind of going to protect yourself. You're going to be also probably a bit more reserved. And also here, this Hierophant, it says like it's a bit reserved, right? So on the way that is shown here. And so you're going to protect your heart. You're going to protect yourself. Yeah, you're afraid of being hurt. Now, what is your partner going to do next? Closure from past love. I love you. What does this mean here in this context? Let's see. Yeah, they finding closure with the past, not closure with you, because we have reconciliation, we have all these things, but it's like they feel so connected to you. And here with soul family, this says this love is connected to your past soul life. They recognize you also as a soulmate, but they want to close that chapter of that pain of the past. And you see here at the bottom of the deck, we have all dreams are possible with this love. So it's really a fresh start, like we saw earlier. But with no further ado, let's see what's going to happen next with your relationship. It's not like the end outcome, because that's ever unfolding. It's always changing. It's always developing and evolving. So, but what's going to happen next with this relationship, pile number 2 and their partner? What's going to happen next? Heaven on earth. Oh, is that beautiful? Relationship. You're going to create with this relationship your own heaven on earth. So what I see here with this energy is you really working on this relationship. Is you really giving it a try. So we had eternal love. So this love, and here also comes from another past life. You've been united for many lifetimes, and that's why you have that feeling you know each other so well. But something here on the first go, so to say, didn't go so well, because maybe there were themes of codependency, maybe there were unhealed traumas from the past in this lifetime. So there can be many reasons. But this is true love. And yes, you'll protect yourself. Yes, I see you coming out of feelings of codependency. So you're protecting yourself. You're also being more careful. But I see you both working on this love. I see you both creating and tending this beautiful garden. Wow, so beautiful. Let's get you one more card for the future of this connection. What's going to happen next in the connection of pile 2? Diligence. Yes, like I was saying, you're working, you're being focused, you're being careful, you're planning, and you're going with the flow. This is really, really beautiful. Pile number 2. Wow. So, and this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile 3, this is your reading. So this is a reading about you and your partner. So you chose the amethyst heart. And what we're going to do is the following. First of all, I'm going to get a card for the overall energy of your relationship at the moment. Then we're going to see what you think, feel, and how you act towards your partner. Then we're going to see how they think, feel, and act towards you. And yes, this will be your side and this will be their side. And if it flips the energy, it's up to you to see how it feels right and how it resonates for you. But this is easier for me. So this is you, this is them. And then we're going to get a card also for what's going to happen next with your relationship. Okay, so let's start. So what is the energy of the connection of pile number 3? Pile number 3 and their partner. So what is the connection here? Pile number 3 and their respective partners. So we have yin and yang, creating harmony through balance. What a beautiful card. Look. So yes, you both creating harmony. We have here bottom of the deck, surrender, healing, release, lost love. So something here was lost along the way. Pile number 3. You're healing it right now, you and your partner, because this is your joint energy, right? And something here was lost. There's like something happened, so painful happened, and there's transformation here, and you're both healing from this. It can be that something happened to you both, or just one of you. I'm getting like the death of a family member. For some of you, this will be the case. Okay. And something that really you brought sadness into this relationship. There was a loss of some sort. And you're healing, you're both healing from this. Maybe for some of you, there was also a separation between you. And now you're both healing either by coming together or going separate ways. But I don't think that's it. I don't think that. No, my heart told me no. But let's see. Let's see what the cards will tell us, okay? So let's start with you. And then you have the chance of seeing, okay, if this is really your pile or not. And then if you'd like, you can change and choose another pile or another reading. It's up to you, okay? Now, I have the feeling I have to talk really softly to you, and I hope I can. So my throat hasn't been very healthy the last couple of weeks. But also here with the amethyst, with the other piles, I wasn't really going into the crystals. But here with the amethyst is a protection. It's a loving, sweet, and very strong protection stone. So there's something here in your being that needs this healing, this protection, this unconditional love here. But okay, how do you see your partner? Yeah, I got the 10 of Swords. Let me just see something. Yeah, I've got the 10 Swords. It's like here, the 10 of Swords is always very, very dramatic, right? And the 10 of Swords could also be the exaggeration of a situation. I'm not saying that you exaggerate, but it could be that it feels worse than it really is in some situations. I'm getting more or less that vibe. But the feelings, I'm not discarding your feelings. Feelings have to be respected and taken for what they are. But let's look at more cards. How do you see your partner? Yeah, okay. We got it. Now, scratch that what I said. Yeah, okay. Because we have the King of Wands in reverse, so let's say, see the back of it. And we have the Eight of Cups. Now, there is a loss. It's like something, maybe a breakup between you and your partner, or you've undergone a breakup. And actually you see your partner as a traitor. I know I'm being very like overly dramatic, but this is also the energy of the 10 of Swords. You feel that you've been betrayed and you feel you've been left alone. Like it doesn't have to be that your partner left you physically, but it's the feeling that your partner wasn't there when you needed him or her. In this case, I would say him, because if we see here the King of Wands, it's like your partner was too busy doing something else, or didn't really see you, or didn't really see what you were going through. Okay, for some of you, but please just take it as it resonates, okay? That will be probably just a minority. I have the feeling here of loss of a child, and that you weren't being supported. You weren't being given support, love, as you were needing it. You know, your partner, you felt abandoned by your partner. So this is really specific. So please make sure that this really resonates with you. Otherwise, please choose another pile or another reading, because I have the feeling this is going to be very intense. And this is also the energy of the amethyst. So amethyst is sweet, loving, and very healing, but very, very intense. So we're starting with a strong message here. But now let's see really quick how your partner sees you, pile number 3. And it doesn't have to be really quick. It can take time. It's okay. And I'm getting here the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is about motherhood. So I'm getting that message. Something went wrong here. For some of you, this will resonate. So how does your partner see you? Got the first. We have the Ace of Cups. How does your partner see you? Okay, it wants to be reversed. This is the Six of Swords in reverse, and this is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, your partner would like a reconciliation of some kind, but your partner is realizing that it's too late now. And there's something they cannot, and they see that they cannot undo what has been done. You know, so we have here like the Four of Wands, but it's the back. So these good times are over. And then if you look on this side, we have the Justice card. And it's time to face the consequences of what it has been done. You cannot pretend anymore that nothing happened and that isn't serious enough. So it's like your partner is still believing that a reconciliation would be possible. They still want to find this peace. They still want to find that, okay, I can still save this, but actually they're slowly realizing that it may be too late. So there is really a feeling of loss here from both sides. Wow. Let's see here with the oracle cards. From your side first. Okay, how do you see your partner? Let's get here. How do you see? Oh, and all cards fly. Just give me a second to flew to the floor. We have first kiss, we have message, and we have ever unfolding. Yeah. What I'm getting here in this context, sorry, I had just put the heart. It's pretty. What I'm getting here in this context is you that probably you cannot even believe that things went this way, because with the first kiss things were so good at first. They're so romantic, almost innocent, almost so loving, you know, at first. And you also believe that it was like very good communication at first, and suddenly this development is like, because this is the card ever unfolding, and but it's in the reverse. Suddenly it just stopped. Suddenly it just got stagnant, or it didn't develop in a good direction anymore. It just stopped evolving, just stopped developing. And I think it's like here, it's like, it's almost, you wish you could communicate, you wish you could say. And I think there's like something here also with your throat chakra. It can be that you've been having like throat problems also for quite some time. There's something stuck in your throat. There's something like left unsaid. Yeah, maybe I have that too. Who cares? Sorry, who knows? But in your case here, you're more important in this moment right now. It's really, there's so many things that actually were left unsaid, or like communication would have solved it, but it didn't take place. Your partner, how do they see you? How the part, okay, got it. Yeah, reaching out, sad and blue, and I'm sorry. Oh my god, I could almost cry, really. And they're waiting for a sign. They're waiting for a sign from you. They would like to reach out, but I think they know it's too late, like we saw earlier. They know it's a bit too late, but they also like to tell you that they're sorry. But it's like, I think you stopped communication with them, or you burned that bridge, and you are at this, I wouldn't say stalemate, because I believe you made a decision. I believe you already made a decision, and you're already like in this healing phase. If you haven't made a decision, you're about to, and they feel that. Whew. Pile number 3. I feel you. I feel you. So, although like after these cards, maybe it's redundant, but nevertheless, let's get it. Like, how do you feel about your partner? Pile number 3. I feel so much sadness here. I can so relate to it, to what you're going through. It's so heavy. Yeah. But let's go. So pile number 3. How do you see? How do you feel about your partner? Queen of Cups. Healing energy. But do you see her posture? You have the Two of Swords. How do you feel about your partner? Yeah, and Five of Cups. There's disappointment here. Yeah. And it's like at this moment, if you see a posture here in this context, this is quite telling, because she's like, you know, I'm washing my hands. I don't want to have anything to do with it. You're actually focusing, and she has her eyes closed, focusing on your inner healing. And she has a blindfold, so you don't really want to deal with the situation. You are really hurt. With the Five of Cups, it's like the energy here. Okay, what I'm getting is really, Adele, we could have had it all. And that's the feeling here. We could have had it all. And I have the feeling that you had it all. But someone wasn't able to appreciate it. Someone, in this case, I believe it's your partner, wasn't able to really give value to what you had, and they wasted it. They let it go to waste through their behavior, through their lack of empathy, through their lack of understanding of this situation, of what happened between you or to you, both or individually. Okay. How do they feel? Pile number 3. How do they feel about you? Okay, just give me a second. How do they feel about you? Okay, got it. Now it flew. Well, we got 4 cards instead of just 3. So we have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So there's still a lot of love from their side, but they're not really showing it. You know, it's like they feel that they are forcing to move away. They're forcing to go away. And they're showing they're showing this bravado, you know, like this. On the surface, they're being like a stoic, they're being pragmatic, they're being cold or probably even distant, but they would like this to be fixed. They would like this to come back together. They just don't know how. I think they have a problem with communication, with really being vulnerable, with really being, you know, communication coming from the heart, really being honest. You know, it's not that they lie, not at all. It's just, yes, they're having difficulties of being vulnerable. So what that they're showing is like here with the Knight of Wands, like, oh, I'm okay, I'm having fun, now I'm free, now I can do whatever I want, I have so many plans and blah, 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 blah. You know, and wow, there's really a lot of healing that needs to take place here. If you are to come back together, if you are to solve the situation, wow, you really, both of you, you really have to rebuild these bridges, because they have been burned down bad. But let's see here with this oracle. Let's see if we have more information about feelings. So let's start with you again. How do you feel about your partner? How do you feel about your partner? Pile number 3. Oh, you have to getting to know each other. So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And I think that's what you miss. You know, like I think here in this context, I'm reading this as you thought you knew this person, and you're getting to know completely other sides of this person that you weren't expecting. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So of course this could come like also from childhood trauma or childhood experiences. And you see engagement. So you still feel very connected to your partner. You still feel very engaged and committed to your partner, right? But there's a lot that still has to be healed, and you're focusing on that first. You're focusing on that. And I'm not saying you're not giving your partner a second chance. I'm not even saying you shouldn't do it, because who am I to say, right? But it's you needing the feeling that I get here. Yeah, despite of what is the cards are showing, what I'm really feeling is you needing time for yourself. You're needing time for this healing. You're needing this time to go within and to find this healing. Because from your side, I feel a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, this feeling of being left alone in a difficult situation. But let's go back to your partner. So how do they feel about you? The first card is done. Let your friends help you. and pay attention to the red flags. Well, here I see two possibilities, and we got to here release your ex. So maybe it was something to do with an ex of them, you know, or they're trying to release you. They're already considering you an ex, right? And which sounds a bit painful. I'm so sorry if I was a bit blunt right now. It shouldn't have been. But what I see here is like, I think either, you know, they're like finding some solace in with their friends, going out more, or they think like you have more friends than they were expecting, and you're getting more support than they were expecting. They see you as being happier than what they were expecting in this situation, and they're thinking a bit negatively again, like we saw here. You see, they see themselves as being the losers in this situation, as being in the losing side, and being a bit resentful, probably even, and they're thinking negatively. I'm not seeing here lack of love, because we already seen in the other cards that there's a lot of love there still, but they're a bit resentful. And with this, pay attention to the red flags, is they're now realizing, like we saw earlier, that maybe now it's really too late, you know, and this has to do then with their fear, and also considering, should I fight? But is it too late? Am I still on time? Let's see. But now let's see how you behave, how you act, or how you behave towards your partner. Pile 3, how do you behave towards your partner? We have the Emperor. Very self-confident, very contained, very reserved. How do you behave towards your partner? We have the Moon. You are hardly talking to this person, to your partner, sorry. And we have the Page of Wands and also the Five of Cups. They came out together. But yeah, you kind of, yeah, you're moving on. You are moving on with the Chariot here at the back of the deck. You are moving on. And with the Moon, you're not sharing your plans. And with the Page of Wands, it's like you're showing yourself as being active, as being full of energy. But at the same time, here with the Page of Coins, is you're showing yourself also worried about financial issues or even your own worth. You're trying to hide actually this strength. You come back as like a bit of conflicting energy, full of energy, but very sad at the same time. But keeping your cool and keeping your distance. Yeah. And how's your partner acting towards you? How is your partner acting towards you? Pile number 3. How do they behave? We have the Two of Cups. Then we have the Two of Wands. Then we have the Knight of Cups. They are trying to be as romantic as they can be. But with the Two of Wands, you know, it's really, then we have back of the deck, the Two of Swords. They're a bit lost. There's a lot of twos here. I'm laughing because I'm finding it somehow sweet. But they don't know exactly how to do it. So they seem to first, you know, be like, let us give it another chance, or be loving, understanding. And then the second moment, no, I'm going away. It's like your partner doesn't know exactly how to show that they care, how to show that they're willing to give it another try. For some of you, there could be like this problem between you could be also someone else. And it could be the problem that they cannot choose between you and someone else. Could be. This will be another interpretation. that is just for some of you, not for all of you, because this is something then that you would know. Okay, if you don't know about this, then it's not for you, that message. This is quite important that you know. Okay, but this with the Two of Swords here at the back of the deck means also a lot of confusion, not wanting to see the truth, not wanting to admit what went wrong, still, you know, wanting to believe, yeah, this is going to work out, we just need some time, you know, this is just a phase kind of situation. But they're willing, you know, if you would give them a chance, they would be willing to make amends, they would be willing to give this another try. So what are you going to do next? Pile number 3. What are you going to do next towards your partner or concerning this connection? Well, funnily enough, we have lust. We have pure sexual chemistry between you. Unleash the energy. Don't hold back. That's funny. I'm going to get another card. So what are you going to do next? Self-love is the cornerstone of sharing true love. Cherish you. So it can be that you will be intimate again with your partner, or that you keep that kind of relationship, but you'll be actually more focused on self-love. It's better focused on yourself, right? What about your partner? What is your partner going to do next? Divine time is bringing you together. True love is timeless. So your partner may be wanting to give it time, still believing that there will be a way of you really coming together. And they're trying to find this love language. Speaking each other's language nurtures love to grow. They're trying to find a way of communicating. So I see here your partner finding a way, or working on themselves, trying to work on the relationship. So I don't see you like separating completely. For many of you, no, but you know, but you'll be a lot more focused on yourself, on your realization as a person, on your fulfillment as a person, and your career. You'll be more focused on you, focused on healing. But your person will wait for you. I see your person still believing that you can come back together, that you can heal this situation. Wow. So let's see now what's going to happen next in your relationship. So this is not the end outcome, because that's something that is ever evolving, always developing and unfolding. So we're going to see what's going to happen next, right, in this relationship. So expectancy. Okay, with expectancy, then underneath it we have it meditation. So this could be that you really need a timeout, or you need time for yourself, and you want to take things slowly with this connection. And that's especially from the part of your partner, like expecting, okay, when will a decision be made, or can if you can, you know, decide for them or not, and so on. But with expectancy, I'm also getting, like, especially here with the lust card, if you don't want to get pregnant, then take the due precautions, please. Because expecting, right, is also like a word for pregnancy. So careful with that if that's not what you want. Otherwise, this is a time of contemplation. And also with the meditation card, there you go. So this is a time of contemplation. This is a time of going within. So sorry for that. My camera just gave up on me and I didn't notice, and I was talking to myself for some time. So as you can see, but I can tell you what happened in the meantime. Now, as you can see, we got these 3 cards. So because we have the expectancy card, and I was saying that it was a time to go within, It's a time to really get in touch with your own healing, with your own power. And then we also got these 3 cards for the future, or for what's next in this connection. And we had purity, success, and inner peace. Now, what is interesting here is also we have a wolf, we have a jaguar, and we have kois. And koi is also a fighting fish. They can even fight off a bear. It's incredible. I saw that video a while ago. And or I was saying, yes, so these are very powerful cards because you are empowering yourself. You are now fighting for your inner peace and purity. But when I say fighting, I don't mean like forcing and manipulating and no, I'm getting like with this purity and inner peace in a very gentle way. You're really coming to your own with your healing. You're really coming to your own with your energy. So there's a lot of balance, like we saw at the beginning, taking place. And this is the time of, like I was saying, healing. And that's why I had done the stone here in the middle, because this is amethyst. Amethyst is a healing and protecting stone. And it's very intense as well. And this is exactly what you're going through at the moment. It's a healing, gentle experience, but intense at the same time. And this is the kind of energy at the moment, the kind of energy you need as well. So maybe if you don't have an amethyst stone, I would advise you to get one together with rose quartz and crystal quartz as well. And then you have this powerhouse of protection. It even protects your aura. So because you're now in a phase where you really have to go within, where you really need to find inner love, inner peace, compassion, understanding. If you really want to build this bridge, if you want to make amends with your partner is ready to do it. Your partner is ready also to transform, is ready to learn and to grow from this experience. Now, it's actually here in this case, it's really up to you to allow this to happen if you want to, but you're not forced to do anything you don't want to or you're not ready to do. Remember that, okay? But first, heal yourself, heal your heart. This is really important here in this context. And so, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. Hi, this is Shannah Light. Welcome to the channel. And this is a pick a card reading. This is you and your partner. So we're going to take a look at your relationship. So this is for people who are married or in committed relationships. If this is not your case, this is probably not the reading for you, but don't worry, because next week we'll have you and your crush. And if you have other ideas of, you versus someone else, like could be even a family member, could be a boss, could be, what would you prefer, right? You can give me these ideas and write in the comments below, and I will do it gladly, of course. Now, we have here 3 possibilities to choose from. We have here the crystal quartz heart. Actually, this is milky quartz heart. Then we have the rose quartz heart, and then we have the amethyst heart. So take your time to choose your pile or your heart, and I will see you in a couple of moments.